Boulevard. And with us we have the spiritual leader of St. Matthias, Father Abraham. Would you care to comment on the significance of this day, this perfect weather day, and all of this congregation remembering?
You know, the significance of the day is already visible with the number of people, as you said, the congregation present here. So many of these people are people, those of our parish and also larger community, they are present here because of this Good Friday celebration when we remember the day this Jesus died. And we have this afternoon service of the Stations of the Cross, walking with Jesus along his journey to Calvary. And that's what we reflected upon, bringing about a personal transformation in our life, reflecting at each station that will help us to become better disciples of Jesus. So it is truly significant, and this is a practice that is happening all over the world, all over the Christian world, especially Catholic world. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I did notice that every student who was speaking here today was able to reflect not only the biblical verse, but the pertinence and the relevance to our society today.
Correct. That's why we named it Justice and Peace Stations of the Cross. So the theme itself will make us realize this is not any exclusive club that reflects on its own ideals, but it's a reflection that is meant for anyone, whether you are a believer or not, reflecting on the matters of peace, justice, fairness, fellowship. All these are common values that we all want to live in our own lives, and that's why it is so meaningful and it's appealing to everyone.
And can appeal across the board to any culture, through any language. The language of love, the language of sacrifice, and how we can grow in an honest, deep manner, realizing the suffering of one man who saved humanity.
That's why we gather in his name, and on this Good Friday, it's all the more important. And that's why we have the next prayer service in the evening at 7 in the evening. We gather together for three purposes. One is to reflect and listen to God's word, the Passion reading, the Passion narrative. Second part of that service will be having the veneration of the cross, recognizing it is through the cross, which is actually a tool of shame, an instrument of torture through which Jesus saved us. So it's a matter of pride for us. And third, receiving Holy Communion. So in these three segments in the evening, we gather together for this purpose, and we will continue this celebration in thanksgiving to this Son of God who became one among us, one like us in all things but sin, in order to save us. So,
And therein lies the word celebration, where this is Good Friday. This is hardly, in the world view, a celebration of an assassination.
oh yeah, correct. That exactly is the foolishness of the cross that Saint Paul would be talking about. To the rest of the world, cross is a sign of a foolishness, but for us it is a matter of salvation, and therefore we celebrate the cross. We are proud to hold the cross, to use the cross, and sign ourselves with the cross every time we have a prayer or a request to the Lord. Yep, that's right.
So we are celebrating hope.
Yeah, it is certainly hope, and it's the springtime now that with 2 days more and the resurrection, reminding us not only of the resurrection of Jesus, certainly which it is, but it's also the spring season, as you said, about the hope that is for all people. Correct. Yeah.
Well, once again, your words of encouragement and your words of joy that always comes from you. We are very grateful.
Thank you for being here, and welcome to all.
Yes. And again, tonight at 7 p.m.
7:30. I'm getting confused now. I think it's 7:30. I think the time will be, yes.
All right, and that is again at St. Matthias Church, and that is on JFK Boulevard in Franklin Township. And if you care to relive and renew the meaningfulness of this day, this is where it will take place.
All the details are in our website, stmatthias.net. All the information is there, so please have a look at that site.
Okay. Thank you, Franklin, for tuning in. This is PJ Parker from the Franklin Reporter and Advocate saying we'll be back.